What a night in Rotterdam. Celtic stunned Feyenoord with a brilliant 3-1 comeback win, ending a 24-year wait for victory on Dutch soil. Chris Sutton is absolutely raving about the performance, and it could be Martin O'Neill's perfect goodbye. Plus, Wilfried Nancy has his eyes on a reunion with a 28-goal striker, and we've got all the latest on Sunday's clash with Hibs. This is massive. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic's 3-1 win over Feyenoord in Rotterdam has sparked a wave of reaction, and former striker Chris Sutton was among the first to hail the result. It was a night that carried huge significance for Martin O'Neill's interim spell, not just for the performance itself, but for what it means in the wider context of the club's Europa League campaign. Celtic showed resilience, organisation, and a level of composure that has often deserted them on European away nights, turning an early setback into a commanding and deserved victory. The win also snapped a historical drought. Remarkably, it was Celtic's first victory on Dutch soil in 24 years, with the last one also coming under Martin O'Neill when his side famously beat Ajax 3-1 in Amsterdam on the 8th of August 2001. That result became a reference point for a generation, and Wednesday night's triumph has now earned its own place beside it. For O'Neill to be in charge for both nights, 2 decades apart, added a layer of romance to an already special occasion. Sutton, who played in that Ajax win, understands more than most what it takes to deliver a big European performance away from home. His praise carried the weight of someone who has lived these moments, and he made clear just how impressive Celtic's response has been under O'Neill. With 5 wins from 6 matches across all competitions, the interim boss has overseen a revival that few could have predicted when he stepped back into the dugout last month. The momentum generated has now placed Celtic in a genuine position to fight for qualification heading into the final match day. Sutton's reaction summed up the satisfaction many felt after a difficult spell for the club on and off the pitch, and his comments echoed the wider mood among supporters. Well done to Martin O'Neill. Superb to win 5 out of 6 overall and give Celtic a chance of qualifying now in the Europa. Absolutely superb. The connection to that 2001 night in Amsterdam cannot be ignored, and Sutton's words indirectly show the magnitude of what Celtic achieved in Rotterdam. Ajax 1-3 Celtic in August 2001 was a demolition job delivered with authority, confidence and belief, qualities O'Neill has clearly reawakened in the current squad. Now for the main story, as Celtic plan to strengthen Wilfried Nancy's squad with new signings in January if market opportunities arise, according to reports. The Parkhead side are on the verge of appointing Nancy as their new permanent manager following Brendan Rodgers' resignation last month, with only final details left to be sorted. Sources reveal that Celtic are planning to back Nancy with new signings in January to boost his first few months in charge. Yes, the idea is to add signings in January if opportunities will be available on the market. Nancy is set to join Celtic from MLS side Columbus Crew, where he spent almost 3 years after replacing Thierry Henry in December 2022. The 48-year-old Frenchman lifted the MLS Cup and Leagues Cup during his time at the club and was named MLS Coach of the Year once. Celtic are aiming for their 3rd successive league title following back-to-back Premiership wins under Rodgers, who resigned from his Parkhead role in October. The former Liverpool and Leicester City boss was replaced on an interim basis by O'Neill, who returned to Celtic 20 years after his first stint. Celtic have secured 3 Premiership wins, reached the Scottish League Cup final, and now have renewed hope in the Europa League under O'Neill's guidance. A new forward could well be among Celtic's top priorities in January, considering recent injuries to Kelechi Iheanacho and Callum Osmond. The Hoops options up front are limited after the duo suffered setbacks in October, with Osmond undergoing hamstring surgery and Iheanacho yet to return from a hamstring setback as well. Johnny Kenny has starred for Celtic in the duo's absence, netting 3 goals in his last 4 Premiership appearances. Celtic will prioritise the signings of a new centre-back and striker in January to boost their injury-ridden squad. The Hoops are working to appoint the next permanent manager following Brendan Rodgers' resignation last month and are closing in on a move for Columbus Crew boss Wilfried Nancy. Cameron Carter-Vickers is a key player, and the news that he is out for the season will come as a major blow. Liam Scales and Austin Trusty have been playing at the heart of the backline, with Dane Murray in reserve. In other news, Celtic face Hibernian at Easter Road this Sunday in what could be Martin O'Neill's final match in charge. Hibernian currently sit 3rd in the table with 21 points, while Celtic trail early leaders Hearts with 26 points and a game in hand. The match kicks off at 12 noon and will be shown live on Sky Sports. Given Celtic's recent form and their head-to-head record against Hibernian, they emerge as the favourites for this match. With strong attacking play and a solid defence, Celtic look poised to secure a victory. Hibernian find themselves in mixed form lately. With a record of 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, they are struggling to maintain consistency. Their most recent outing resulted in a disappointing 0-2 defeat against Motherwell, a match they hoped would bolster their confidence. This loss saw their goals scored tally stand at 23 against 14 conceded, highlighting a need for improvement in defence. Currently positioned third in the league table, Hibernians still have a fighting chance but must capitalise on home advantage, where they have managed 2 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss in 6 games this season. Celtic, under the management of Martin O'Neill, have been in impressive form, winning 4 of their last 5 matches with only 1 defeat. Their latest win was Thursday night's brilliant 3-1 victory over Feyenoord in Rotterdam, showcasing their ability to deliver when it matters. With a total of 21 goals scored and just 8 conceded in the league, their defensive solidity is commendable, contributing to their strong second place standing in the table. Celtic's away record includes 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats, indicating that while they have faced challenges on the road, they still possess the quality to secure an away win against Hibernian. In their last 5 encounters, Hibernian and Celtic have faced off, with Hibernian managing to claim 1 victory, while Celtic secured 3 wins and there was 1 draw. This could potentially be the first time Wilfried Nancy takes charge if his appointment is confirmed before Sunday, though it's more likely Martin O'Neill will lead the team one final time before handing over the reins. The match represents a crucial opportunity for Celtic to close the gap on Hearts and maintain their momentum heading into December's busy schedule. Lastly, Martin O'Neill has praised Celtic's performance in Rotterdam, calling it a fantastic result that showed the character and quality needed to compete at this level. The interim manager, who has now delivered Celtic's first win on Dutch soil since his own side defeated Ajax in 2001, was full of praise for the players who turned an early setback into a memorable Europa League triumph. The midfield trio set the rhythm, the pressing was coordinated and aggressive, and the wide players offered continual threat. Even defensively, where Celtic have often struggled, the side showed resilience and organisation, particularly during Feyenoord's brief periods of sustained pressure. The magnitude of the result becomes clearer when set against Celtic's long-standing difficulties away from home in Europe. This was more than a smash-and-grab effort. It was a controlled, assertive performance on foreign soil against a side with real pedigree. For O'Neill to guide the team to such a display with limited preparation time and an injury-hit squad makes the achievement even more significant. There is also the question of what comes next. With qualification still possible, Celtic now head into the final match day with genuine belief. O'Neill's influence will remain a point of discussion as Wilfried Nancy prepares to take over, but the interim boss has unquestionably changed the tone around the club. So, what did you think of that comeback win in Rotterdam? Does Martin O'Neill deserve a statue for what he's done in these few weeks? And will the board actually back Wilfried Nancy properly in January, or are we in for another disappointing window? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.